What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. For well over 2 years now, there have been rumors that Beyoncé and Jay-Z were going to do a collaborative album together. Really, so many rumors over what it was going to be about, how they were going to market it, all sorts of rumors. At one point, I remember reading that this was going to be like an album that tackled the aspect of Jay-Z cheating. They addressed most of that stuff on the solo albums. So even though we kind of figured that at some point a collaborative album would happen, I don't think anybody saw it coming that on June 16, 2018, we'd all be tuning into Tidal for this surprise album release. Beyoncé and Jay-Z, Everything is Love. I'd like to take a real quick second to acknowledge how petty it is to drop less than 24 hours after Nas and Kanye West put their project out together. But, you know, they kind of deserved it. Anyways, Everything is Love does something that I honestly didn't expect it to do. It showed me that Beyoncé and Jay-Z have amazing chemistry together. Now, don't get me wrong. Look, I will never say that they've had, like, truly bad collaborations, but when I listen to them, there's maybe, like, one or two that I actually felt were great. The others are like, okay, this is a decent song, but it's really not enough to warrant an entire album together. Well, they definitely shut me up. They are, like, perfectly in sync throughout this album. I think one of the coolest aspects is how much Beyoncé comes out of her shell. This is not her just, singing. She sings, and she also raps a lot on this album. I think that's something that is just, it's really unique. This isn't the first time that Beyoncé has ever rapped in her entire career, but we've never seen an entire project, or damn near an entire project, feature her rapping at so many different times. Just the chemistry between the two. Like, Jay seems genuinely excited for Beyoncé. He's always like cheering her on. He's like, she went crazy. It's Beyoncé. Like, he is like just a legit fan when Beyoncé is just spazzing out on some of these records. One of the best songs on here was also the song that they dropped the video for, Ape Shit. This features Quavo and Offset doing some ad-libs, and apparently they also wrote Beyonce's parts. A couple days ago, the reference song leaked. It's actually pretty good. I like it. But I think Beyoncé really took it to a whole nother level. And I think it's because we always hear this type of style from Migos. So hearing like the reference track, it's cool and all, but Beyoncé really just brought that same energy to it. And not for nothing, it kind of fits well with Jay-Z, because Jay has always been like effortlessly bragging and stunting on us in his music. And that's exactly what Ape Shit is for Beyoncé. There's a lot of lines in there where she's just like stunting on our lives. One of my favorite Jay-Z things in the internet age is him acknowledging a rumor or an ongoing joke. So a while back, someone claimed that they are Jay-Z's son. And this has actually been going on for years, like back in 2010, but recently it just surfaced again. Like this, this kid wants to get Jay to take a test to prove that they're the father. And so Jay takes the time to acknowledge this on a record called Heard About Us. He said, Billie Jean in his prime, for the 1,000th time, the kid ain't mine. Online they call me dad kiddingly. You're not supposed to take this dad thing literally. I love it because it goes with that whole like joke online where everybody always calls an artist dad. And then it addresses a rumor. Like, it always blows my mind that Jay-Z, at least in this internet age, acts like he's just like a regular person that uses the internet. Like, I don't know if it's weird to anybody else, but it's weird to think like somebody as big as Jay-Z is just like casually on Twitter with like a fake account, just seeing what everybody's saying about him, or on Reddit, or just anywhere on the internet. I think there's also a lot of appreciation to be had in Jay-Z's subliminals. And also Beyonce. Like Beyonce to a lesser extent. She's not really one like just go off on everybody. She'll do like a couple lines here and there. But Jay-Z is like a master of the subliminal. On a record called Friends, he takes the time to show love to all his friends while also taking shots at Kanye West. On this record, Jay isn't just tossing a couple lines to Kanye and then moving on. No, this whole song works together to outline this problem that, Kanye has been saying, Jay's changed, Jay's not supportive of him and stuff like that. He didn't come to the wedding. Well, this is Jay's response and him outlining that situation. Like, this is why I didn't come to your wedding. And if you can't understand that, then we can't be friends. It's crazy how Kanye comes out and says something, and then Jay will, respond on a record and still come out looking like the good guy. Like, I don't think Kanye has had any real valid things to say negatively about Jay-Z. I think it's all just like a ego situation with Kanye. Otherwise, it's like you just swallow your pride and make up. Apologize. Say that you were wrong for thinking certain things. I'd like to believe like Jay mentioned this to Kanye, like why he didn't attend the wedding, but I don't really know. I also like the balance on Everything Is Love. When you listen to this album, you never feel like one or the other is really overpowering on the album. One song you got Jay-Z going off. The next song you got Beyonce spazzing. On some of the best songs from this album, you have both of them competing for that title, and it creates some of the best music. They're really just an all-around great duo. Love Happy is the last song on the album, and it's like a real-life conversation on wax. I like it because you have Beyonce addressing like Jay-Z cheating, and he's just like, yo, chill. But it's not Beyonce like trying to swing a baseball bat in the street. No, it's more like you're kind of reflecting on it in a playful manner. Like, I would have killed that bitch. If you were to tell someone that Beyonce and Jay-Z's collaborative album would come out and be a contender for one of the best collaboration albums Jay has ever done, a lot of people probably would have looked at you crazy. I know I would never in a million years have thought this album would be as good as it was. Now, granted, Jay doesn't have a lot of collaboration albums. He only has 3. 2 with R. Kelly and 1 with Kanye. And those are pretty well tainted at this point in time. Nobody wants to acknowledge the best of both worlds. And Kanye continues to dig himself into a hole. There's no denying that after you listen to Everything Is Love, you'll see that these two are a great combination. They were having fun on this album. They were addressing things and all around just creating good music. While I would never wish the aspect of infidelity on any couple, I think that this has made Beyonce and Jay-Z into a much better couple. I think that's something that's kind of undeniable because you see what this whole thing did. They were able to privately work out their issues and then come back stronger than ever with these tours that have been grossing a lot of money, this music that will go on to be classic. I think you can already argue that Lemonade and 444 are already or damn near going to be classics. I think Everything Is Love has that potential as well. This was a great trilogy of music. It showed that when the rumors started to come out, like Jay-Z cheated, like they could have just ignored it. But they are the smart business people to turn this into a huge, extravagant event with all the music, the tours. So those are my thoughts on Beyonce and Jay-Z's Everything Is Love album. After you listen to this one, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Afterwards, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at @SermisDomain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.